Okay, Tina, good morning. This is Rob. I'm going to run through the VVX410 by Polycom. We happen to have one here in my office, and so we'll take this through its paces here for the next few minutes. This, of course, is just an introduction, and between Ira and myself, we can go through more features and capabilities once we meet with you in person. In any event, let me take you through some basics. There's a number of ways that you can dial. Of course, you can pick up the handset and you can dial your numbers. If you're a fan of using speakerphone, all you need to do is press on this button here. That's the speaker button. Dial your number, and away you go. The 400 series, as you can see, has a full color display, which is very nice. And once your call picks up, you can, again, either use the handset or you can just use speaker to communicate with the other person. I can put my call on no audio from my side. In other words, I can mute the call. I can also put my call on hold.
Thank you for calling. You've reached Rob McCoy on my cellular phone. Please leave.
I can put my call on hold. I can transfer it using these soft keys. And I can even go into a conference mode using the conference button here. Let me show you around some other parts of the phone here. Obviously, this is your number pad. This is your volume key for your ringer as well as your overall tone. Earlier I noted that these were what we call soft keys. Depending on what function you're operating with the phone, these soft key indicators, these labels will change. This wheel here is a navigation wheel which will come in handy from time to time, and this is something that you would use a lot on the 400 series. Okay? For example, if I wanted to go in and I wanted to check the settings on my phone, I'm going to press this little house icon key right here. And you'll notice now I've got a full menu of selections. I can go ahead and select a new call here. I can also toggle over with the wheel here into my other selections. If I select messages by pressing the middle button here on the wheel, I'm going to come to what's called the message center, and I can check messages. I have a directory button, and in that menu, this is where you're going to have things like your recent calls. You're going to have your speed dials. If I select the directory, I don't have any records in this one. That's okay. We can go back and we can take a look at recent calls. And you'll see I've got a full log of recent calls. In the 400 series, I can keep up to 100 past calls, which is quite a few. Then at 101, the phone will start deleting the old call logs. But you've got up to 100, which for most purposes is going to work just fine. Okay? I can go in and I can press this info button. I can get more specific information, when the call took place, and I can also pick up and I can dial that call automatically from the call log, which is nice. Let's go back into the menu for a moment and look at some other things. I can forward calls before I leave the office. I can also change settings. I can have this set up to be a no answer situation if I'm in a meeting. I can select the busy option, and if I go back to number 1, I can press that it's always disabled. Maybe I'm out on vacation or what have you. There's other things that you can do with these presence settings, but those are the defaults that you're going to find under that purple button. You also have a Do Not Disturb key, and that Do Not Disturb key in the menu section is on this yellow button. Select that. Notice when I select Do Not Disturb, I get this little red icon that comes up next to my extension in here in the upper left-hand corner. Okay. I also get a new label over here in the lower right-hand corner that says DND, or Do Not Disturb. If I want to turn that off, I simply press on that, and my extension icon goes green again. Again, this is your mute button. This is your speaker button. This is a headset button, and you can put in pretty much, the Polycom is real nice in terms of headsets. Pretty much anyone will be compatible. If you need a list of what's compatible, let us know. We're happy to supply you with that. I can also check messages from the message button here. And this is my conference call button over here if I want to use a conference call. Okay. As you can see, the VVX410 is it's very menu driven. However, we also have the ability to program these other soft keys on the left and the right hand side for things like speed dials, if that's something that's of convenience to you. If you have any other questions, let us know. Ira and I are happy to help, and we look forward to serving you. Thanks.